Hello students, let us continue the session on knowing our numbers. In the previous session, I had given some work for you. Let us see the answers for those questions. The questions given were: first question was to round off the numbers to the nearest tens. I'll be writing the answers beside these questions. You can cross-check your answers. First one is 9. When you round off 9 to the nearest 10, it becomes 10. 62. The round off will be 60. 45 will be 50 because the units place is having the digit 5. 84 is 80. 125, the rounded off number is 130. 385, upon rounding off it becomes 390. 742, upon rounding off it becomes 740. 5244, upon rounding off it becomes 5240. 9375, on rounding it becomes 9380. 17577, it becomes 71580. Second question is to round off to the nearest hundreds. We have to look at the digit at tens place, so this will become 100. 137, it becomes again 100. The reason is 3 is lesser than 5. 253, upon rounding off it becomes 300. 560, it becomes 600. 892, it becomes 900. 2450, it becomes 2500. 4977, on rounding it becomes 5000. The reason is 9, when 1 is added to it, it becomes 10. 2881, on rounding it becomes 2900. 4550, upon rounding it becomes 4600. 42,782, it becomes 42,800. That is for rounding off to the nearest hundreds. Now the next question, round off to the nearest thousands. 505, on rounding off it becomes 1000 because I have to look into the hundreds place. The next number is also rounded off to 1000. The next one is rounded off to 3000. Next is rounded off to 5000 because the digit at hundreds place is 3, which is less than 5. 5902, on rounding it becomes 6000. 7379, on rounding it becomes 7000. The reason is the digit at hundreds place is 3, it is less than 5. Next number, on rounding off it becomes 60,000. Next number, on rounding it becomes 8 lakh. Next number, on rounding it becomes 9,32,000. Next number, on rounding it becomes 6,41,000. Hope you have understood. how I have rounded off to nearest 1000. I have to look at hundreds place. In this rounding off to the nearest hundreds, I have to look into tens place. To round off to the nearest tens, I have to look into units place. Fourth question, round off 42, 97 and 359 to the nearest tens. After rounding off, add them. Round off the sum to the nearest hundreds. First question's answer, when you round off to nearest tens, 42 becomes 40, 97 becomes 100, and 359 becomes 360. Now, after rounding off, we need to add them. What is the sum of these three? The sum is 500. Now the next question is, round off the sum of the numbers to the nearest hundreds. Now this 500, when you round off to the nearest nearest hundred, you have to look into the digit at tens place. So it doesn't make a difference. It will remain 500 only. Had it been 1000, the answer would have been 1000. If the question is to the nearest 1000, the answer would be 1000. Hope you must have done these 4 questions. Let us solve few more questions now. Previous one was question number 4. I will take this as question number 5. Question 5. Round off $642 and 273 to the nearest tens. This is the first question in fifth one. Second sub question, find the difference of the rounding of numbers and the third question is round off the difference to the nearest hundreds. Let us answer this here. First, we need to round off the numbers to the nearest hundreds. So 642 rounds off as 640. The reason is, for nearest tens, I need to look at units place. Here the units place is 2, therefore the rounded off number will be 640. 273 rounds off as 270. Second sub question, find the difference of the rounding of numbers. Here the difference will be the larger number minus the smaller. 640 minus 270, the difference is 370. Third sub-question, round off the difference to the nearest hundreds. Difference is 370. Rounding off to nearest hundreds, it becomes 400. The reason is the digit at tens place we have to see. Here it is 7, larger than 5. Therefore, the rounded off number becomes 400. Let us take the next question. Question 6. A 2-digit number was rounded off to the nearest tens and the result was 70. Find the interval of the original number. Now, how do we find the original number? This is a 2-digit number. When it is rounded off, it has become 70. It means, let me consider these two boxes for those 2 digits. This digit will be 6 and this digit can be 5, or it can be 6, or it can be 7, or it can be 8, or it can be 9. Isn't it? That is one possibility. The other possibility is the digit at tens place is 7 and this digit at units place, it can be 0 or it can be 1 or it can be 2 or it can be 3 or it can be 4. Therefore, we have started with the number 65 and we have ended the number 74. So 65 to 74 is the required interval. Let us take the next question. Question number 7. A 3-digit number was rounded off to the nearest tens and the result was 320. Find the interval of the original number. Like in the previous question, we have to solve it for this question. How do we solve this? Here we have 3 digits. So let me make a box in which units place, tens place and hundred place are there. The given number is resulted to 320, and we are rounding the number to the nearest tens, so that gives a hint that this digit at hundreds place is fixed. So what could be the number here? If I consider 15, after rounding it becomes 320, isn't it? So it could be 15, or it could be 16, or it could be 17, or it could be 18, or it could be 19, or it could be 20, or it could be 21, or 22, or 23, or 24. Can I take 25? No. The reason is, after rounding it becomes 330. So the interval, therefore the required interval is 315 to 324. Now you must have understood how to consider the interval. Let me consider the next question. Question number 8. A 4-digit number was rounded off to the nearest tens, and the result was 5760. Find the interval of the original number. It is like the previous question. We need to find out the interval. The thing is, it is a 4-digit number. When 4-digit number is there, I will make a box having numbers, units place, tens place, hundreds place and thousands place. It is rounded off to the nearest tens, so it gives me an hint that hundreds place and thousands place, the digit will remain as it is. Now, to get the result as 5760, it should have the numbers like 55, because when you are rounding off to nearest tens, we have to look into the units place. Or it could be 56, or it could be 57, 58, or 59, or 60, or 61, or 62, or 63, or 64. These are the possibilities. I should take only till 5764. I should not take 65. The reason is, once it is 65, upon rounding it becomes 5770. Therefore, the required interval is 5755 to 5764. Let me take question 9. A 3-digit number was rounded off to the nearest hundreds and the result was 500. Find the interval of the original number. Let us now solve this question. It is a 3-digit number, so I'll make a table containing ones, tens and hundreds place. The resultant number is 500. So when it is rounded off to nearest 100, I can't fix any digit to any of these 3 places. So it could take the number like 450 onwards, because on rounding of this 450 I get 500. It could be 451, it could be 452, it could be 453, it could be 454, it could be 455, it could be 456, 457. Like this I have to continue till I can consider up to 549. So it's a very large interval. So let me mention here, therefore the required interval is 450 to 549. Before winding up this session, I would like to solve one more question. Question number 10. And the question is, a 3-digit number was rounded off to the nearest hundreds and the result was 900. Find the interval of the original number. This is also more similar to the previous question. Let us solve it. Here we have a 3-digit number, so I have to consider units place, tens place and hundreds place. Since the rounding off is done for the nearest hundreds, I can't really fix upon any of these 3 places. Minimum it has to be 850. So when it is 850, it will be rounded off to 900. It could be 851, and it is continued it can be till 949 because the rounding off is done to the nearest hundred. The tens place will be 4, then a rounding off will become 900. Therefore, the required interval is 850 to 949. That's all for today's session. Thank you.